So, United States, tell us about your account of the Korean War.
So, Korea. Tell us about your account of the Korean War. Well, this was the first war leading into what you would call the Cold War.
It all started in 1950, when Russia had control over the north part of me.
I had control over the south part of Korea.
Soon after my country was split in two, the north decided to invade the south, with Russia's permission, of course.
Then they decided to invade us, which was totally not cool.
I mean, it was just a logical thing to do.
Anyway, at the time I didn't have a strong enough army to stop the invasion from North Korea, so naturally I wanted to join the war to stop the spread of communism to South Korea.
Then America went all Uncle Sam ham on us and decided to join the war.
And a few of my other friends from the United Nations joined me.
Well, at the time we had the advantage because China's army was joining in with us. I mean, we got the South pushed and the United States pushed across the 38th parallel in October of 1950.
For 2 years, negotiations for an armistice were considered, which, fun fact, is the longest period of an armistice ever. Korea just couldn't make up their mind, I guess. But eventually we decided to establish it, which was kind of cool, I guess.
So we agreed to make a neutral zone, which divided the two sides.
Well, since the whole treaty agreement thingy, things have just been kind of uneasy around each other since nothing was really ever settled. I mean, we don't even talk anymore. It's just kind of awkward. I mean, I always feel like I gotta keep a watch over my shoulder or something. What? Yeah, we never really got along well.
We fought as allies in World War II. So cute.
There was a lot of tension between us when we were allies in World War II.
We were like the best power couple, better than Blake and Ryan. So adorable.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of liked her. She was cute, I guess, but I was really more interested in other things, like, having control over my own country and complete world domination, that kind of stuff. I just didn't really have time for her.
After a while, though, it kind of seemed like he didn't have time for me anymore. Said Saturdays were for the boys, or whatever that means.
But I still liked her anyway, so I just kept talking to her even though I didn't really see anything happening for us in the future. I mean, I don't see the harm in that. My buddy Joseph Stalin and I, we had big plans for the future, the same ambitions in life. And you know what they say, bros before other democratic countries.
And I was also starting to think that maybe there was another girl.
What? Oh yeah, there was another girl.
Her name was Communism. Can I have one of those, please?
Ah, yes. Communism.
I do not like communism. She's so controlling, claiming everybody's equal. She tries to take my friends away from me. I've done so much, though, to try and keep her away, but she always keeps coming back.
I wanted to show communism off to all my friends. I mean, she was great.
After that, we just didn't seem like we were getting along anymore. It was like we were always competing to show off who was doing better without the other.
Yeah, she just couldn't handle how well I was doing. Especially with my success in space exploration. I mean, I launched Sputnik, and she goes insane thinking I'm trying to show off. I mean, I kind of was, but, it's just because I'm better than her.
Did he say he was better than me? Well, he was not. In 1958, I launched my own satellite, the Explorer 1, which was way better than his little space robot, if you even want to call it that. I even got a man to space before he did. So, yeah, Well, I guess it's okay. It's always been kind of an on-again, off-again relationship. So I know he'll want me back. Right?
Hey, Christina.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you hear about communism?
Yeah, good thing we got containment to back us up, right? George Kennan?
No, that's not what I was saying.
So, are you saying that communism is a better form of government than democracy? The very government that governs our state right now?
No, I was just saying there are probably better ways to handle it.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Well, I guess we're at a crossroads then, huh? Dude, look what we did in Korea. Why can't we do that in Vietnam?
You mean like containment? No way, we lost like 58,000 lives in Vietnam.
Dude, I don't think you understand. This is a war against communism. What do we want? Do we want to spread around the world and take it over, and all that's left of us is check-in and check-out cards? I don't think so. Personally, the points she's making don't make any sense. I mean, at least from my standpoint. Well, I guess technically it's my sit point.
Okay, here we've got Buddhist monks setting themselves on fire in the streets in order to protest the Vietnam War. And the Korean War resulted in the death of 4 million Koreans, 70% of which were civilians. I mean, do you realize that America has gone through 5 US presidencies during the time of this war? How many more before we realize that we need to take our troops out of there?
Okay, but the Korean War also resulted in the containment of communism, okay? Not to mention the fact that South Korea and North Korea are pretty much coexisting on the 38th parallel. Eisenhower started the war, and he was known to be an expert in planning and logistics. And also, fun fact, you can't spell Eisenhower without the how. That's very important. He knew how to get out of this war. Okay? So logistically speaking, we shouldn't be questioning Eisenhower if he was an expert in logistics and planning, okay? I think the more important question is that we have to ask ourselves how many countries have to fall to communism before the whole world has fallen to communism? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay, now you're just stalling. You know, I don't really know how this whole hot or not thing started. I mean, I don't know. The other side just seems really...
Hey. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm going to need this room at some point, so wrap it up.
Yep.
No, I swear I have a point to this. Can you just hear me out?
Well, okay, fine.
5, 6, 7?
Okay, how are we gonna settle this?
I'm glad you've asked, because I know the perfect person to get an outside opinion from. That's right, I got Dwight. So can you please tell everybody here what brought you to enter the war that is the Vietnam War?
Well, a few years before our intervention at Vietnam, the State Department received an unusually large telegram. A long telegram, if you will, from a man named George Kennan. Now, that good man George brought along this idea of containment, which is a policy whose goal was to restrict the spread of communism through diplomatic, military, and economic actions. Truman, who was the president at the time, liked this idea of containment, and from this taking of liking of such a subject, he drafted the Truman Doctrine, which established that the U.S. would protect through political, military, and economic assistance to all democratic nations under threat by authoritarian nations. I felt the need to enter the Vietnam War because of something I like to call the domino effect, which is what it sounds like. When one nation falls to communism, others will follow as an effect. Due to this theory, we felt our involvement in Vietnam was necessary.
Well, I think that about settles it. Thank you, Dwighty. Told ya. Ha 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 ha. La la la. Okay, all right, everybody. Thank you for coming for this very important meeting. Okay, so today we're going to be going over required drills for this office, just in case, we get bombed. Because I know everybody's scared of this arms race that we have with Russia and them wanting to bomb us or something like that, because they think they can. But no need to be afraid. It's okay, because I'm going to teach you some surefire methods that will 100% protect us if we ever get bombed. Yes, Phyllis, go ahead.
But won't the bomb wipe everything out completely? Like, won't it incinerate everything for miles?
No. Not unless you follow the drill. The duck and cover drills. You duck and you cover, exactly like it sounds. So you see a big flash of light out of nowhere? That's the Russians. They're bombing us. So what you need to do, you're by a wall, you go to the wall and you cover, okay? You're by your desk, you go under your desk, you cover your head with your hands, and you go to fetal position. This will help the bomb from getting any contact with you. It's like a force field, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate it for you so then you know what I'm talking about. Yes, Phyllis.
How is that gonna help us?
It's a duck and cover drill. You duck and you cover. You cover your head with your hands. It protects your head.
Well, yeah,
So
but...
this is going to protect us if they ever get bombs.
Okay,
And they're going to bomb us.
Okay, so
I have flyers for everybody. Bert the turtle. Pretty cute, isn't he? Okay, here you go, Phyllis.
Oh, hey, America, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
What do you want? Shouldn't you be with your new girlfriend, Communism?
Well, no, that's actually the thing. I know we've been having issues recently, and I know I called you names and threatened you, but my economy's been crashing recently, and I've had a lot of conflict with myself and with other countries, and I think it's time that I changed and got with someone who wouldn't eventually tear me down. I was thinking that maybe we could try to be friends.
Wait, you think communism is ugly now? Is that what you're saying?
That's not exactly what I said. I was just...
So you think I'm better than communism?
Well, no, I was saying I was having troubles with communism.
So that means I'm better than everyone. It sounds like what you're saying is I win. And if I win, that means I'm better, like I said. I'm gonna go text communism, tell her what you said. Thanks.